Hey everybody, Ash Brown, the founder and CEO of Empiraa here. Just thought we do our monthly check-in on what is new on Empiraa and what's our new product updates. What are we doing that's allowing our users, our consultants, to actually start to become stickier with their clients and really flatten out that revenue. The mission for Empiraa has always been, how do we create simple and really executable strategies, and help the clients and the consultants consult together, work together to just get better outcomes. We want to take people off spreadsheets. We want to take people off PowerPoint presentations. We want to take people off project management tools that are just ill-fitting. Trust me, Asana, great tool. ClickUp, great tool, but they don't work for strategy and they don't work for strategic enablement, which is what we focus on. We focus on helping clients take work with their consultants in a really collaborative way versus just having that typical spreadsheet that everyone goes, oh, I haven't done that, or I haven't used it, or they've stuffed up the formulas and they've ruined the cells and someone's come along and damaged it. It's like, oh my god, what's going on? That's the problem that Empiraa solves, and we do that in a really big way. We've got over 1,300 companies globally. That it's actually probably more now. We've got hundreds of consultants and advisors globally. We're growing very fast in the US at 1,800%. It's just amazing the numbers that are coming through. We've got over 350 affiliates now, I believe, which is just amazing. We've got our affiliate portal that is live. We've got lead. We've got these incredible the forms that are going out, the documents that are going out, the guide to scaling your advisory and consultancy firm. So definitely jump on those. They're absolutely fantastic. Some incredible tips and tricks there on how to scale your consultancy firm fast and how to do it in a way where you don't have to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on extra headcount using tools like Empiraa, IMA, our offshore teams, automations, how to basically multiply your revenue without multiplying your hours, which is the GOAT status of any consultancy or advisory firm. So what you want to do is work towards that. But this month is May's all about how do we help consultants and advisory become more connected to the plan than ever, and how to be able to brand that out and how to be able to have that connected so that they've got stickier and more engaged clients on a weekly basis. So this month's all been about the portal. So what we've done is we've invested a lot of time, a lot of effort into white labeling, into the portal, and also onboarding and Zapier integrations. So what we'll do is we'll touch on first the branding. The branding is really important. So here we can see one of our great clients, Loading Growth. This is not a live plan, so we're not going to be giving away anyone's data. These are all dummy companies, so don't stress about that. We're using Loading Growth as they're a wonderful partner of ours. What you see here is you see that we've been able to brand it out completely. So if we go into the organization settings, we go in here, the company that they're doing the work for is Ironclad Projects. We have a look here, and then here we can add the Loading Growth assets, the menu color bar, which is here, the primary color and the secondary color. So what this means is that you're able to have your Empiraa environment feel like it's your software without having to spend the hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars of building the software. You've actually got the ability to brand out our software to make it feel like it's yours. So your clients, when they get set up, everything feels like it's Loading Growth. Everything feels like it's Crawford's. Everything feels like it's Adobe. Everything feels like it's 24-hour business. So everything feels like it's their software. Really important to make the customer feel like that you're investing your time into their company, and they're vice versa. So as you can see here, you've got your client comparison. So you've got all your clients here. So some are going really well, some are going okay. But you can see on this page here, you can see everything that's on all your clients in one view, and that's a collaborator view. So what you want to do is, if you're a consultant, you need to change your status here. As you can see here, Jordan Blake is a collaborator. If you're a collaborator, then you will be able to, if I turn this to admin, the My Portal will go away and you won't have access. But if you change it to collaborator, then the access comes back. And only the people that set it up can see this for the start with. So don't stress about like someone coming in and being able to hack it, whatever. This also keeps all your data, all your clients' data into single tenancies. So it's very, very important that there's no leakage of the data from tenant to tenant. So safety is paramount, and we've made sure that we've built that into Empiraa. We've also got this set up my portal section here. So what this will bring up is this little, right here, there's a nice little portal checklist, how to set it up. So how to brand out your, it will help you brand out your Empiraa environment. How to review the overview, so how this section works. And then we can go into my clients. Let's go into here. And you can see here, you've got my clients. So here, if we just close this down for a sec, you can see that on my clients, you can see all of your clients, how many of their objectives are on track, how many are at risk, how many are off track, and how many are completed. So this is a really great way, just a nice little table view. If you need to export it to PDF, you can simply export it to PDF and be able to get have a look at it in a really, really simple way, as you can see here. So that's really, really basic. So which is fine. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we've got the ability to have a simple table view of what your clients are doing at any one time. So that way you can sort of diagnose and jump on any problems if need be. And then you've got your client reports, which is right here. So we can go into, now bear in mind, client reports is always 1 day behind. But if you actually go into the plan, it's live and in real time. To move as much data as we move for as cheap as we move it, there's got to be some sacrifices here and there, but that's fine. But you can see here, like this one, Ironclad Projects, they're about a third of the way through their 1 year plan. They're about a third of the way through their 3 year plan, so it all lines up. Their company rocks, they're just about finished for June, and their individual rocks are just about finished. So, but you can see here there's a huge spike up from May 22nd to the May 29th. They've gone from 19% of their objectives were on track to suddenly 61%. So what that means is, as a consultant or an advisor, you've sat there and gone, hey guys, look what's going on. We need to actually start figuring out what's happening. You've done the work and they've re-engaged. So this is all about this re-engagement act. So we want our consultants that work with Empiraa, that have Empiraa as their strategic operating system, to engage with their clients, because this is the effect that goes from having 19% of the objectives being worked on to suddenly 61% of them being on track. And that's impactful for a business. You can see their top performers, how often they log in, a list of all their objectives if you need to go in there, and from here you can jump in and have a look and collaborate. And then here you can see who has the most. So you can see here, like that David S is, a lot, his are off track. So then we can go into his particular Empiraa account and actually have a look and go, okay, well, this is where we're at. So we're able to sort of get some really good understanding there. Now, one of the other big things is we obviously have got this checklist, so you can how to add new accounts. So one of the cool things about it now is to add new accounts, all we need to do here is go to add account, bang. And what it'll do is it'll create a new account. And we're going to have something exciting next month released, which will be templates and cloning. So here we'll have my templates, and you'll be able to create your own templates, and you'll be able to clone accounts and duplicate your templates in seconds. So rather than rebuilding every time, you'll be able to go bang, redone, bang, redone. So it's amazing what's going on. So one of the other things that we've just released is everyone would have got emails this week for the first time in ages of a weekly update. So you'll get an email that will actually break down what you get on your Empiraa. So you'll get a nice little how do I put it? A nice little email that says this is your update. So and it shows you what you've done, how you've done it, how well you've done it, and where it's on track. So and then everyone gets a all the admins get an email of that as well. So it's just constantly bringing people back into the plan. So it's just about how do we create a collaborative environment around strategy, and how do we make it stickier so your client base um, can effectively um, become more engaged. So taking people off spreadsheets, which is spreadsheets are great for certain things, just not great for strategic enablement. Now, if we have a look here, we've got the client reports as discussed. So we've gone through, we've had a look at the checklist, we've done everything, we've had a look at the client reports, we've ticked it all off. That's thumbs up, all done, perfect. Now, we want to also go into the My Hub. So we've some quality of life. So we've got drag and drop, which is great. So that's in there. But also what we've done now is we've been able to bring in integrations. So now you can integrate objectives and create workflows directly inside Empiraa. This is powered by Zapier, which is an amazing tool. And you can see here there's a lot of popular workflows already built. We're adding to these every week. You can create workflows from, this one's a perfect example of going from SharePoint to Empiraa to Teams. So as something changes on SharePoint, it will go into an Empiraa objective, and then from there, it'll send a notification in Teams. So you can create these really powerful workflows inside Empiraa, powered by Zapier. So it's a really quite an amazing tool. From here, you can go in and have a look at all your integrations. So if you want to have a look here, you've got API keys. These are fake, so don't stress about that. But then you've got the API manager. So if you need to go to the API manager, you can go into the API manager, which open up here, and this will give you your API key and all the tenancy that you've got. So once again, as we discussed earlier, everything's on a single tenant. We do that for security reasons, and it's actually, it's helped big time to make sure that that security is at paramount, that we don't have data leakage. From here, you can see all your workflows that you've currently got. So we've got, like this one here is, add a objective. Every time a new sales invoice is created in Xero, it will pull directly into an Empiraa financial objective, which we've got set up 3387. And what it'll do it at the current time. So every time that it does it, it'll just pull it directly in. So it's a great way to collaboratively and have a real-time engagement around what's actually happening on the plan. So a lot of the times clients will come to you and say, hey, look, it's just another system. Do we really need to have another system? Yes, guess what? This here will help you 1,000%, because what it will do is it just pull from every time a sales invoice is done in Xero, it will pull directly into Empiraa, and then your client will get the update. That's it. Like, we're creating enablement and engagement around the strategy versus having it on a separate document, rather than having BS check-ins and this sort of stuff. It's about creating a live dynamic environment at any one time around Empiraa. So which is really, really, really cool. On here, you can see that we've really branded it out. So the orange is all the way through. So you can change the colors, you can do everything. And people say, oh, does that really matter? Yeah, branding matters. Branding matters. We've tidied up the vision statements, core values. We've now got these incredible little filters. So if you want to see what's on track, click there. You can see exactly what's on track. You want to see what's at risk. So this one, once again, you can talk about what actually is important to you versus sort of, and what's actually important to you in the matter of, okay, let's have a look at all the things that are at risk. Okay, we want to reach $20 million in revenue. We're a bit at risk here. Let's go in here, and then let's actually collaborate and actually see what's actually happening. We can see that in the West Coast, we're falling behind a bit, and our reps here, Rep 2 budget that person is significantly down on what they need to do, and that's affecting our budget. So then, this is the beauty of what Empiraa can do, is it allows you to actually have access to what's actually working and what's not working at any one time, without actually having to sit there and go off gut feel. So which is always an interesting interesting dilemma, the old gut feel. So we just want to make sure that we've got it, so it's not gut feel. It's purely, okay, this is the data that's driving the success, or the what's required to grow the business. So, and then for the real negative Nancy's out there, what's not working. So you can see here that 3 major projects within 5% rework. We're falling behind there, so we need to actually find out what's going on. So we've tried to create this to be really, really simple, really, really basic. They can set their own personal goals now. So this is really personal to the person that they're actually working. Also, too, you can see, individuals. So for myself on this demo account, I've only got one objective, but then if there's other people, they've got their own objectives there, and then they'll get emailed the notifications weekly of this as well. So that's basically it for the updates for May. The big ones, honestly, will be the templates. Templates will be absolutely phenomenal, because once you build 2 or 3 templates, you can just reuse those templates consistently, which speeds up your work. It speeds up your onboarding with your clients and gets that going really, really quickly. Our big one, which is our Q3, I suppose you want to call it, is AI and ML. We're investing a significant amount into AI and ML to create an intelligence layer inside Empiraa to help you work with your clients about focusing on the things that actually matter the most. So that's a really, really exciting area. We deliberately held off on AI for the moment because we just didn't want to just have AI for AI's sake. We want to have an impactful AI program inside that helps drive significant growth for the consultant, and also more importantly for the client. So that's our overview for this month. What's really exciting is we're significantly growing every month. Our affiliate program is going absolutely gangbusters. We absolutely love the fact that our affiliates are so engaged, and we're looking forward to really supporting our affiliates, our consultants, and our clients, and our end users in just helping them grow their businesses, because that's our passion. And at the end of the day is how do we help you grow your business? So once again, thank you very much. To find out more about Empiraa, jump on empiraa.com. If you want to have a chat to me directly, there's a links on there to jump on and book some time with the founder. But for everyone else, more than keen to have a chat, and look forward to seeing everyone succeed. Thanks very much.